Hey, this is Jason with Forget the Box at the Just for Laughs Festival. We are here with none other than the hardcore legend himself, Mick Foley, who is just in town performing a comedy show. Mick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
How's it going so far? When I talked to you on the phone earlier, you said Montreal was a big thing for you, and you were looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am looking forward to it, and I believe, I believe it went really well. I'm under the illusion it went really well, and you guys were there. I mean, I've been around long enough in entertainment. I'm fairly new to comedy, but I have a good radar for knowing when something I do sucks, and in this, I think it went really well.
Yeah, I noticed in the show, you actually alluded a lot, I guess being in Montreal, to the infamous Montreal Screwjob.
Yeah.
You paid $19 for this? There's like 175 of the best comics in the world. You paid $19 to see a wrestler. That's us. Oh man, that's a lot of pressure on me. I can't help but feel that after this night, whenever somebody mentions the Montreal Screwjob, you'll be like, which one?
When you get in a situation where one of your favorite wrestling stories took place in that town, you have to tell it.
Do you think you changed the set at all because it was a lot of wrestling fans?
You know what I mean? This was you're supposed to do your best set for Montreal, and you're not supposed to change it up or debut new material at Just for Laughs. And I do try to customize the sets, not so much for what percentage of wrestling fans are there, although if it's a non-wrestling audience, obviously I don't do as much wrestling. And I've also accepted that that's my audience. There are a lot of great comics here, and the idea that I would think, all right, I'm gonna top them in stories about anything other than my area of expertise is a little bit naive. And I'm content to have that fan base and not worry too much for now about whether or not things I say resonate with every person in the audience.
Yeah, well, they resonate with some. They definitely resonate with me. Admittedly, I'm a fan from back in the days. And I was actually wondering, what's more frightening for you? Getting in front of a group of people expecting you to make them laugh, or being thrown off a cell onto a bunch of thumbtacks? Or an announcement?
Well, you know what? At the risk of minimizing the psychological pain that comics willingly put themselves through, because you can't have a great set every night, and just when you think you can, you find out that you can't. There is something about the late night emergency room visit in wrestling that just doesn't carry over. So when I start a set, I'm not as nervous as I would be before a big match, but that feeling of desperation during a set that's getting away from me is something that I didn't have in wrestling, because I was usually not in a desperate state. Pretty deep stuff we're doing, right?
But yeah, comedy's deep, wrestling's deep. And Mick, it's been an absolute pleasure meeting you in person and seeing your set. And you are as funny as you are hardcore. And I wish you all the best.
And that's saying something, because I certainly am hardcore. I'm hardcore. I'm hardcore. I'm hardcore. Have a good night, guys.